Hey guys, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars, the home of luxury shred machines here in Nottingham, England. In today's vlog, we're going to be going on a vintage guitar hunt and check out some of the best guitar shops in Nottingham. But first I need coffee. I've just woken up, so let's go and get one. So now I've made the fuel for today, let's get on the road and go to Nottingham City Guitars. So we've just arrived at Nottingham City Guitars, located in Nottingham's Lace Market, just off Hockley. This has to be one of my favourite shops about. As you can see here, there's a workshop in the back where they make their own line of guitars, NCG, and the Resonator in picture here is one of their own guitars, which we'll play later on. They also stock a wide range of vintage gear from Gibson, Fender, and Guild. Everywhere you look, there was a guitar from the 50s or the 60s, and I was absolutely taken back by all of these guitars. One of my favourite guitars in display was the Gretsch Duo Jet. This guitar was built in 1957 and it's in all original condition. This was Gretsch's answer to the Les Paul and features the Diamond pickups, which are single coils. So let's hear it in action now. So before I move on from this guitar, let's just go over some of the specs. So this guitar was made out of chambered mahogany with a maple cap on the body. We have a mahogany neck and a rosewood fingerboard, and this came with the correct Gretsch hard shell case. This guitar felt very high-end. 50s and 60s guitars are just made to a different level, whether it's the wood quality or the way that the guitar has been finished. It just felt like an old tree and was very much a pleasurable experience to play. So let's move on to another guitar. So after playing this Gretsch, I eyed up this Gibson that was sitting behind me. This is from 1960. So this might just be the most resonant guitar that I've ever played. As you can see, it is a hollow body, but I was not expecting this from this instrument, and I kind of overlooked it when I first came into the shop, but it was actually the best playing guitar that I played all day. This guitar is an original 1960s Gibson ES125TC, and this comes in at £3,600 in today's money. This guitar is all original except from replaced tuners and has a period hard case. This guitar was awesome, as I said, fully hollow body, 1P90. The electric tones were decent, but for me it was the projection of the body and the way it reacted like an acoustic guitar was what I really enjoyed on it, and it felt a bit like a flamenco guitar. Really enjoyed playing this one. What was that? As you can hear, we're having quite a lot of fun with this one with all the song suggestions. Can't stress how easy it was to play. The action was perfect. The neck was a very comfortable size. And as I said, it sounds like a little parlor guitar with a P90 in it. Absolutely love this one. So after playing a little bit of guitar, I had a little exploration around the workshop, and as you can see here, I was shocked to find an original 1963 Cherry ES335. If you guys know me, you know I love a 335, so I was a little bit starstruck by this guitar. I was amazed at how similar it actually looked to the recreations of a Murphy Lab 335. The only thing I noticed was that this guitar had no lacquer checking on it at all. Main signs of wear were on the fretboard. As you can see, there was quite a lot of divots to the fret. It definitely needs a good redress, and the ambered lacquer, which looks really cool on this example. Although it wasn't fit to be played at the moment, I was very honoured to be able to see this guitar in person. It was awesome. So looking around the workshop again, I actually came across another guitar. This was a Fender Telecaster. I didn't ask any questions about this guitar, and it's not listed online, so I'm unsure if it's a vintage example or a recreation. So as I mentioned previously, Nottingham City Guitars have their own line of unique guitars, and they're actually made on site in the workshop, and the shop's owner Andy showed us around the workshop and his spray areas.
Tiny little spray room in there, which is not ideal next to all the dust, but it works for me anyway.
Oh, that's great. They got everything you need here. I'll leave a link down below to NCG Guitars if you're interested in picking up one of their guitars. This guitar here is a Resonator Electric, and this is the Nottingham City Guitars' own brand, NCG. You ever played a Resonator? Really
Acoustic one, not
yeah. So this guitar intrigued me as soon as I walked into NCG. As I mentioned, this is obviously NCG's own brand of guitars, and this is a bit of a prototype Resonator electric guitar. So we have a 9.5 inch cone, biscuit bridge with a mini humbucker in the neck. Got a 25.5 inch scale length with a 44.5mm nut width. There's an aircraft grade birch ply top, reclaimed pine body, and a mahogany neck with a rosewood fingerboard. Another guitar that caught my eye when I came into the shop was this Novo guitar. I've never played a Novo guitar, so let's hear how it sounds. Unfortunately, I was quite underwhelmed by this guitar. I think my expectations were a little bit too high, as I've heard some great things about them in the past, and I know that they're a very exclusive high-end builder. But for me, the neck felt quite cheap, and I think just the way that the body fit with the neck just didn't work very well for me. It is a cool guitar, but not for me. concluded our trip to Nottingham City Guitars. Thank you so much to Andy there, the owner, for letting us have free reign of his workshop and his guitars. The vintage guitars were absolutely incredible, and I really liked his own line of NCG guitars. As I mentioned, all of his links will be down in the description below. Make sure to check him out. So we hopped back in the car and decided to go to another music store as we were in Nottingham City Centre. So we went to the Music Inn, which is another great guitar shop in Nottingham. So we arrived at the Music Inn on Alfreton Road in Nottingham, and this guitar really had everything that you'd want. It sold amps, guitars, basses, mandolins, acoustics, drums, keyboards, I go on. Basically, it had everything that you'd need if you were starting to play guitar or if you were an intermediate to advanced player looking for the next big guitar. Gems in this store. They had everything from Gibson, Fender, Epiphone, Tokai, Rickenbacker, Ibanez, all of these different brands in one roof, and we also had a lot of effects pedals that were really cool. One guitar that I had to pick up was this Rickenbacker. I have very limited experience with Rickenbacker guitars, so I was quite surprised at how small and narrow the fretboard was. Also, it was 24 frets but very, very short scale length, so the frets were very tiny. That's the Music Inn, so thank you so much to the guys over there for letting us film, and make sure to check out their store in the link in the description below. So guys, that brings us to the end of another Squealing Pig Guitars vlog. I really hope you've enjoyed today, and as I said previously, a big thank you to the Music Inn and Nottingham City Guitars for having us along to film. If you'd like to see more vlogs like this, then make sure to comment down below which guitar shops we should visit next, and whilst you're down there, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content. Thank you so much for watching Squealing Pig Guitars, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. But until then, keep rocking guys.